All right, let's get straight to it. Look, if you're out there building something, anything at all, you need to hear this. We're about to pull back the curtain on why the loudest people you see online are almost never the richest, and how the real winners, well, they build their empires in total silence.
And listen, I'm not talking about the IRS here. Think about it this way. If the world can see you, the world can tax you. Every bit of visibility is a tax you pay, not in money, but in focus, in energy, in time. And you're paying it to people who add exactly zero to your bottom line. It's a massive drain.
So here's the absolute heart of the matter. Looking successful and being successful, they're not just different paths, they're often headed in opposite directions. What we're doing here is breaking down what I call the ghost protocol. This is the playbook the truly wealthy use. It has nothing to do with posting your hustle on Instagram for a bunch of strangers. No, this is about understanding how power actually works.
And that brings us to a pretty stark choice. Because really, every founder, including you, falls into one of two camps. So let's get real for a second. It's time to take a brutal look in the mirror and figure out which one you are. Okay, on one side, you've got the socialite. You know this person. They need you to see them winning. Every coffee, every meeting, every big thought, it's all documented for the world. They'll tell you they're building a brand. What they're actually doing is leaking valuable data. And because they're available to literally everyone, their time has zero value. They're always busy, but they're not going anywhere.
Now let's look at the other side, the architect. See, this person isn't being rude, they're just purposefully unavailable. They get it. While the socialite is chasing that little dopamine hit from a like, the architect is quietly building a legacy. The architect never waits for the world to pay attention. They build something so powerful, the world has no choice but to try and catch up.
All right, to really drive this home, let me tell you a quick story. It's a cautionary tale, really. We'll call him Mark. And his story is a huge warning sign for anyone who's gotten addicted to looking like they're making progress instead of, actually making it. So Mark, he had all the talent in the world. Seriously. But for 2 straight years, all he did was perform. His entire day was spent networking in comment sections, jumping on calls, sharing his journey on LinkedIn, and yeah, he felt like a CEO because his calendar was packed. But then one day, he actually looked at his bank account and realized he was in the exact same spot he was 2 years ago. That little rush he got from planning and talking completely blinded him to the fact that he was stuck in neutral. And what Mark was paying, without even realizing it, is something I call the nice guy tax. He was so worried about social harmony, about everyone liking him, that he completely forgot the most important part, the brutal, relentless execution of his mission. And here's the sad part. He ended up becoming a side character in everyone else's story, all because he was making so much noise about his own. Okay, enough about the problem. Let's talk about the fix. If you want to stop being Mark and start being the architect, you don't need another fluffy business plan. You need a protocol, a simple, hardcore execution framework. So here it is, the ghost protocol. Step 1 is the mute phase. For the next 30 days, silence is your only status symbol. That means no notifications, no news feeds, no scrolling. You're just clearing out all the static so you can finally hear the signal. Step 2, kill the presentation. Just stop over-explaining yourself. Stop giving a whole speech every time you set a boundary. And step 3, the 90-day disappearance. You pick one high-leverage skill and you go deep. While they're all talking, you're building. While they're scrolling, you're moving.
And just so we're crystal clear on step 2, we are talking about getting back something like 20 hours a week. Yeah, 20 hours. That's how much time you're probably wasting trying to prove you're a good person to people who, let's be honest, could not care less if you succeed.
So this is it. This is the moment. All the theory is out the window. Now it's just about what you do next. Consider this day 1 of your training arc. It starts right now. And I'm going to give you the hard truth. Most people hearing this right now, they'll nod along, think, that's smart, and then immediately go back to scrolling on their phone. They'll choose to stay right where they are, in that comfortable zone of mediocrity, because actually doing the work, it's hard. But you're still listening. That means you're different. You see the logic. You now have the literal blueprint to build the version of yourself that actually wins. The one who moves silently, executes brutally, and doesn't apologize for it.
So there's only one thing left. You have to make the decision. It's a simple 2-word command you give to yourself and you mean it. Lock in.
Your mission starts now. The training arc is on. Don't post about it. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Shoes on, door shut, world on mute, go. Look, if this was valuable to you, hit the like button so other people can find it. Make sure you subscribe for more frameworks just like this. And hey, if you know a founder who's stuck on that hamster wheel of being busy instead of being productive, send this to them. Now, stop watching, go execute.